Hey everybody, it is, well for me, it is later Saturday evening. I normally don't pour this late, and actually late for me is probably, I don't have my watch down here, but I think it's like 8 p.m. But you know what, it's getting near bedtime. And I get up, or I have to be at work tomorrow, Sunday, at 7:45 a.m. So it is late because I'm a dork. So, but I want to pour those colors. That is video, I want to say 127, which when I post these, I believe it will be the video from the day before this one. I think it was 3-color pour, I believe. So I want to do those colors, but I want to do them in a flood. Like I want to flood the canvas with color like this one. So I'm going to do it a la this style, which is a big flip cup with lots of white paint in it. That's how I got that one. So, oh, and I didn't even tape this yet. I was so excited about painting. So, let me... Alright, so now you're just going to have to bear with me while I tape it. I'll let you look at these while I'm taping. Hang on. You can peruse these while I'm taping, because this is the magnets and the pendants I've been working on. They're so much fun to make. I love them. It's just a blast. Something totally different than anything I've done before. And I'm having a lot of fun making them. It's so much fun to do something else. And I've shown this plate in a few videos, and I've been going, you know, I'm going to do a skin on it or a pour, but now I know what I'm going to do, and I can't hold it up because these are not magnets, these are. But for the shop I'm at, I'm keeping these magnets on it. I'm going to put a hook through here, and then instead of like putting all the magnets in a basket and saying, you know, such and such each, or 3 for whatever, I'm going to have them on here, which means this can be displayed on the wall at the gallery, instead of like people rifling through a bucket. So that idea came to me tonight. And then I was even, oh my gosh, now I've got, everything's magneted to each other. I put the necklaces through here. I hope you can see that. I hope that's in the frame. I put the necklaces through there. And I thought, well, that's cool too. I could then display the necklaces at the same time, but I thought that's a lot for the eye to take in. Looking at all of these and the necklaces, that's kind of just too much, you know, visual stimulation, I think, because there's a lot of color. So I think what I'm going to end up doing for the necklaces, because I don't want them just hanging on a necklace rack, because that's really boring. And I'm done taping. What I think I'm going to do is, this is the IKEA Malma frame. They're like $2.99, I think. I'm going to put hooks in here, hang them. Then there's a mirror. They can check out the necklace. I have actually done a pour on this, and it peels right up. So if you have this mirror and you're going to do a pour on it, scruff it up first or put something on it first, because that's so shiny it'll just peel right up. And I used to exclusively use those mirrors for my mosaics, because they were perfect substrate for mosaics, because they were cheap and everyone likes mirrors. So they were great for mosaics, because then you're literally cementing stuff down. It's not going to go anywhere. But the mirror part used to come out really easily, and the back I would just slice around it with the razor blade. But I've been digging on that one for a while, and all I have succeeded in doing is chipping away at the mirror part. So that's not good. So if I pour in one, because I've got a couple others. I'm probably either going to have to tape up the mirror, because chipping away at it with a razor blade is not going so well. And I'm always afraid I'm going to slice my hand open. So, alright, so the green that I'm in love with, that may take over my magenta, but I'm not sure, is, it's Artist, excuse me, Artist Love Phthalo Green. That's what this is. So I'm going to use that. This has been mixed. It's got, I put an S so I know it has silicone in it. So that's water, the paint, and Floetrol. And then this is Liquitex Basics Brilliant Yellow Green. Again, an S. There's already silicone in it. The silicone is Spot On Treadmill Belt Lubricant. I bought this on Amazon. I think it was $11, $12 maybe. And then for people who have been asking prices, this Floetrol, this is a gallon of Floetrol, and I live in the United States, and this you can buy, well, I can buy locally, Menards, Lowe's, and Home Depot, and it ranges from anywhere from like $12.50 to $14.50. So under 15 bucks for a gallon, and I know I'm lucky because people have been telling me prices elsewhere, and it's a lot. So this is Artist Love Ultramarine, silicone in it, and Artist Love Metallic Blue, no silicone. I'm not going to bother, but I'm just going to add that for a little bit of sheen. I used this earlier today. I was making skins for those are my school colors. So I've been using that today. Okay, I had socks on, but it's really getting warm down here. I thought about adding another color, but oh yeah, I did. I wanted to add yellow because that's what I added to the original one. Artist Loft Deep Yellow. Oh gosh, I so want to add something else, but I just don't know. I really want to add Cadmium Red Deep Hue, but I don't know what would happen to that. Maybe if I got rid of this, because taking one away is definitely going to be the way to go. So then, nah. Maybe I'll add one little drop and we'll see where it goes. Okay, so I'm going to stir these up. Let's see, I used some of these earlier, but they are dried. Isn't that pretty? That's my stick from my black and white skin from earlier. And we'll use that side for this. So I have no kids this weekend. Oh, I'm missing a pouring cup. Hang on. So you're probably like, why? Hold on. Okay. Well, I guess I normally don't have my daughter now that she's in college, but my son is away at a youth group convention. So you're probably like, Ian, you have no kids at home. Why are you in the basement painting? Well, my husband's watching football, but we went out earlier and did some restaurant bar hopping. So we went to like 3 places and had appetizers and beers and a sake bomb. I love sake bombs. And then we watched the Mick, caught up on the old episodes that we missed of the Mick this season, and now he's watching football and I'm painting. So it's been a while since I got back though, so I'm not painting under the influence, as much fun as that would have been. I can't imagine that going very well though. I imagine I would like pour half of it and be like, I'm going to bed. So, I don't see that going well at all. I am putting, okay, white second. Okay, so I'm going to fill it up with colors first and then white on the top. I always have to think that out. What goes in last comes first. But as with that other pour, I'm going to, that one, the white really got in. So I'm going to try and not put that much white in, and then to do the edges white. Oh, and a bunch of you corrected me on this. The crimson hue, alizarin? Somebody said like lizard, put the emphasis on the Liz part. So alizarin. And then somebody else phonetically spelled it out. So maybe that, because I think before I was saying alizarin. So alizarin. So we'll see if you guys tell me if that's correct. And one of the people that said it lives in my city, I think. But I don't know who she is. So if you're watching this, my email's at the top. Give me a shout. Because then I looked her up on Facebook, and I saw that she had, if it's the same person, that she has beautiful floral artwork that she has done for our botanical gardens. At least if it's the same person. So that's about the extent of my cyber stalking knowledge. Pretty much I can look you up on Facebook, and that's about it. Gosh, I just love this green. Unfortunately, the magenta you can pretty much throw into anything. Well, in my opinion. But the green is tougher. All right. I probably shouldn't, but there it goes. And my white paint is just interior latex paint. Satin finish, but I have used eggshell. I don't see there's very much difference. That's what my cup's looking like. Oh my gosh, now I'm thinking, do I really want to? Oh gosh. Let's see. Oh, this white is thinner than the other paint. Okay, I could tell that just by pouring that in because it sunk straight to the bottom. So I am just quick adding, I just quick poured some new paint into it to try and thicken it up. It is. So I'm going to add a little bit more. I've been playing around with my paint consistency, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's making it more work for me, but it's also more interesting. But I've also been finding that pours that I have poured over and over are not going so well. The canvases, the paints are really starting to crack. So I don't know if that's the difference. I'm trying to figure out, I think that might be like the third pour. I'm thinking maybe they can't go past 3. But so I don't know. Some other people have been emailing me pictures of issues they're having, and they look similar to issues I'm having. And I wonder if, like I'll show you this one. I've showed it to you before. But after close thinking, I'm wondering maybe if it's all the layers. This one. These are all indents. And that one had 2 paintings on it. And then I gessoed it, which I never do. That's the first time. Which I'm going to set aside actually because I am returning this gesso Artist Loft. It appears to be crap. So I put that on there, and then that's what happened. But I don't like that gesso. When I opened it, I think I'd been sitting around way too long because it was all crusty inside. Okay. So, just like with the other one, too much white on top. Yeah, I knew it. I don't know why I knew it. I had this issue with the last one. If you go watch that other video of the one that I think looks like a circus pour, this exact same thing happened. Why I don't learn my lesson is beyond me. But you know what? I made that one work into an amazing painting. So I can do the same with this. It's just more work. And I need to... The reason I did that so much is because I don't want hidden color. Because otherwise all that color under that white is going to pop up at some point and surprise me. But as I say, why don't I learn? If you've watched enough of me, I do a lot of things and I'm like, well, why did I do that? I did it, I did it before and it didn't work out. So why am I doing it again? Most of the time I do learn. So I can say that. Most of the time I learn from my mistakes. And others I just have to keep making, apparently, until I really beat it into my head that it's wrong. Like this one. But, I mean, it's not like I made a mistake. It just makes the painting a little more challenging. Because right now, I'm going to torch this to make the color come up. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to do that throughout this piece. Oh, there's like star-looking, star-colored cells. But why I like to add the white to the flip is because see how the white outlines these cells? I mean, that you can't, I can't get that exact look with like a flip and drag or anything. So that's kind of a very unique, specific look that's hard to achieve. So I really need to get some MDF cut into circles. I was watching some YouTube videos today on people pouring on circles, and it's such a gorgeous look. My son is an avid record collector, and he loves music from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And he's got about 500 albums up there. He comes home tomorrow at like 3 from his youth group thing. So I wonder how many records of his I could pour by then. I have a feeling no matter what country you live in, you'd be able to hear him scream at me after if I did that. That would be like the worst. That would be like the meanest mom thing to do ever. I mean, a little part of me still thinks it'd be kind of funny, but it would be horrible. I'm not going to do it. I'll save that for when he really pisses me off. I am pouring, whoops, totally missed that edge. I'm pouring the white because if I keep tilting, I'm going to lose my shape. Look at this. This right here is super cool. So this is almost so far identical to, well, I'll show you in a little bit. Oh, I showed you the one at the beginning. Not the blue one, but the other one, the mainly pink one. This is very similar in style to that. And I've been drifting back towards this style for some reason, but I'm having fun with the floods of color. And I'll go back to more minimalistic style, but right now I'm enjoying flooding the canvas. The thing I never got back to, which I kept saying I would, was the pendulum pour. I never did try that again. So I'm putting white on the corners right now. Filling in spots. Corners are always the trickiest. And I'm just going to do this all along here because and these canvases from Michaels, sometimes the level 3s, the canvas part sometimes separates a little on the sides. So now I'm just picking up paint, overspill paint, and fixing the sides. It's almost like they don't glue down each flap on these level 3s. But they are so sturdy and so well made otherwise. And that's such a minor detail. And I've had people comment on what a nice quality they are. So it's good to know that a nice canvas is easy to find. Some people have asked if I stretch my own. And these canvases, when they're on sale, there's no way you could stretch your own for that price. So right here is my favorite. This part I don't like, it's grainy. And I'm going to see if I can tip it off. Oh, I see something in here though. Where is it? There we go. Okay, it does not want to tip, and I'm not going to force it, and I'm not going to torch it, because right here and here, that color's going to pop up. That is weird right there. Okay. So I've got this ongoing, stick my finger in the middle of it, see how deep the paint is. Well, here, I'll show you. Put it right in the middle. So this is a nail. And let's see how far the paint goes up in the middle. Oh, see, there's barely a layer of paint there. Yeah, so this paint is thin. Well, not thin, I mean, it's, yeah. Sometimes it's quite thick. And so, I do literally see with my finger how thick it is. This is, like, right here is really bothering me. I don't like it when it does that. But now it looks worse because I put my finger. Oh, what's that word that that woman says? She said I reminded her of her roommate art student friend. What'd she call me? A twiddler? Is it a twiddler? Crap, I can't remember now. I have my phone down here. But the way she described it is perfect. How I use my fingers and how I get lost in the paint. And she didn't say this, but I'm saying it. And sometimes rune paintings, because I get so absorbed in futzing with one part of it. And then she was telling me that she will play for hours with Yupo paper and alcohol inks. And I have never bought alcohol inks before. But after that conversation, I think I need to buy some, because I think that I would have so much fun with that. And I figure a set of alcohol inks and Yupo paper is a lot cheaper than therapy. Alright, so here we go. So I'm just going to show you then these two side by side, because these are my inspirations for this. So I would say I nailed it. I got both of those. I got the colors of this, the style of this. I am pretty happy with it. So thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.